Hello traders out there in Traderland. This is the weekend edition. Video is good through Sunday, February 12th, 2012. My name is Des here at Grok Trade, Senior Analyst and your future trading mentor. And taking a look here at the markets, this is the S&P daily chart. We have this big rising wedge, and on Friday we did break down below. We come back up, closing right at that trend line, right at it. So at this moment we have a bearish divergence in the centered MACD, centered oscillator, which is the MACD that we're looking at here, and we have a crossover on the histogram with a negative tick. So I think that there is a decent chance of this breaking down going into next week. On the weekly chart, we are very extended here. I mean, gang, in the first 29 days of trading this year, we have not experienced a 1% drop in the market. And actually, it's the best start of a year that we've seen, and get this, 25 years. That's huge. That is huge. Now, the 1350 mark, gang, is, I mean, the first time that we had a close above that, which is Thursday, we were, it was, what was that, July 11th was the last time we had a close above this 1350. This 1350, gang, is a huge resistance point. You can see this back here at the beginning of 2011, going into the summer here 2011. We're there again. When we hit it, boom, we crash down. We get this head and shoulder trend reversal pattern. We hit it again, we crash down, we're there again. I'm expecting it to come back down, but we have a major support line. Gang, it would be really tough for me to see this get that back down to 1300. I could certainly see it get down to 1325 range, so that's something I'm looking for. You could actually be looking to pick up some longs at that point, because I think the overall trend is going to remain bullish here, especially if we can stay above this major trend line on the weekly chart. Going to the monthly chart, monthly looks quite bullish, gang. Big resistance line coming down. You have this ginormous symmetrical triangle, and it's starting to break out here. We close for the month. Well, the month isn't closed yet, but at this moment for the week, we're hanging up at a resistance, which is our shadow line, which goes way back here to 2007. You can see that shadow line coming down. That's right where we're at right now. If we can actually go higher, that would be good. Now, if the markets do pull back through the rest of the week, and if it pulls back aggressively, meaning that we're actually toying with, let me see here, the open of that would be, should have had that number already. Ooh. So 1312. If we get down to 1312 or lower, the markets are in grave danger. So there's the number, 1312. I don't mind a 1325. That would keep us above this trend line. And if we get that 1325, we should see a bounce and a continuation of this leg here. So let's go here to the Nasdaq daily chart. We're starting to see a little bit of some drop taking place here, but we're basing, all looks well. And if I go to the weekly chart, the weekly is a concern to me because we're at this resistance level. It's fighting with it right now. The question is, can we blast through this? I think that the markets are at a big time resistance area, and we're going to start pulling back here going into next week. Take a look at the centered oscillator, the MACD down here. It's up, 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 and right now the histograms are getting tiny. They're getting smaller. And if you haven't done so yet, you can go to full screen and watch this video in high definition and full screen so you can see these details. But we're in a lot of trouble. I mean, the best thing that could happen for the Nasdaq weekly chart is we just base, and chop around for the next few weeks, build a base, and then launch from that. The monthly chart here, looking pretty good. I mean, we're staying above some major resistance point. For the month, we are looking really good. I mean, we're over some big areas here. We need to see that continue higher. If you go here to the banks, the financials on the monthly chart, we're looking good here, but we've run up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars. So it would be surprising to see a pullback take place the next month or two. On the weekly chart, A pullback the next few number of weeks would drop us down, quite a bit. And actually, this is a bear flag forming, and that could be bad if we do start to drop down. But we have the 20-week moving average going to be acting as resistance here. And the daily, everything looked great. High base, high base, high base. It never come to fruition. We didn't break out. So we dropped down trying to find support at the 20-day, but that looks weak. We've already crossed over negative histogram on the daily. So the small caps are in big trouble. On Friday, the small caps led to the downside. So people are bailing out of these risky stocks, down 1.4%. If you look here at gold, gold is holding their own above the 20-day moving average. Gold doesn't look too bad here. The VIX volatility index, we're seeing a big spike, so volatility is starting to run up. Down here, I wish I picked up some VIX calls. Man, those would have been juicy. I failed to do so, and we're seeing a big pop here. We're at the 20 mark, so be watching this. If I go to the weekly chart on the VIX, you can see that we're starting to make a move already. And if you go to the monthly, monthly, we got a bullish thrusting pattern, kind of a hammer type formation, but you got the big 200-month moving average coming in on that. So that is it. I'm going to wrap up here. Gold right now is at $17.25. And oil is at $99. I have a mentorship where I teach people how to swing trade predominantly and some day trading coming up this weekend. It's done online, so you can do it from the comfort of your home. However, if you only want to learn to day trade, we have a big conference, and I think we only have 1, maybe 2 seats available. It's a big class that we're doing in Las Vegas on the 27th, 28th, and 29th of February, last 3 days of February. So anyway, if you want more information on that, send us an email at mentor@groktrade.com. Take care and very safe trading to you.